These are Gonds, Maria, Muria, Saura, Baiga, Halaba, scattered over 4 states. Elsewhere, other tribes, 29 million people. Many tribes with many names, diverse beliefs, rituals, and ways of life. Some of these tribes are preserved in their ways, close to the presences of nature, alive with significance, symbolized as gods and goddesses. Their lives, a cycle of events, repeating themselves in birth, life, death and birth, in which history makes no impress, and the individual is part of a group a part of a tribe a part of nature they belong to. So, for centuries and millennia. The village is a self-sufficient unit. The land provides the people with what they need. They work only to meet their needs, no more.
Here in Abujmar, Bastar, it is a young society. An average lifespan of about 40, yet a fairly healthy society compared to the rest of rural India. The birth rate is 1 per 1,000. Rest of India, 40 per 1,000. The death rate, half of that. Infant mortality, 10%. Rest of India, 33%. This, however, is not true for all of tribal India.
No work can begin without the permission of the relevant god or goddess. This is Banjaran Mai, the goddess of the forest. Elsewhere, she might be called Talur Mutai, the earth goddess. The Siraha, or medium, will interpret the wishes of Talur Mutai. She will determine which part of the forest is to be cleared for Penda cultivation this year.
Have the forests in Abujmar been destroyed because of this? No. The Maria does not cut down trees for profit. He only clears the area that he needs to grow his crop.
When the year's work is done and summer approaches, the Maria and Muria get together for various festivals. A bazaar forms. Here they exchange what they have in surplus for what they need and do not grow or make themselves. Salt, bangles, beads, combs and cowries for the hair, wheels for the bullock cart. Liquor plays an important part in all festivities. There is rice beer, palm toddy or sulfi, and moa. Everyone drinks, even children.
Strangely enough, few tribals in their own situation are drunkards or alcoholics. The average amount of money spent on alcohol is about 3 rupees a year in Bastar.
Like most tribes anywhere in the world, the Hill Maria and Muria have the institution of the dormitory, the Ghotul. The Ghotul is the world of the young and unmarried. From the age of 6, all children must spend their nights there. In a Ghotul, young people learn to live together. It is a club, a school, a world within a world, in fact. This institution is largely responsible for the preservation of the Hill Maria and Muria traditions, myths, songs, dances and disciplines.
There is practically no adultery among the Muria and Hill Maria. Prostitution is unknown. It is only in villages where Ghotuls have withered away that decay has set in.
From song to dance. Dance is a communal affair. No spectators, only participants. All the young people from different Ghotuls get together to perform at the Madhai festival. They dance in the dark when only the gods see them perform. And this is the Muria dance, Kundri. The following day, the gods are at sport. All the clan gods are here. Angadev and his Gutal. The litter of Talur Mutai and her escort Kadringal. The Sirahas become the media of the various gods. In their ecstatic trance, they dance and scourge themselves. The gods will indicate their will after a blood sacrifice. Will the year be a good one or bad? And suddenly, the 20th century. An impressionable people, easy to influence. In Abujmar, like in many places, tribal welfare schemes are attempting to make the impact of civilization easier on them.
A school to make them aware of the world around them. The schoolmaster is tribal. A dormitory on the pattern of a ghotul. A dispensary. This doctor is perhaps singly responsible for eradicating yaws almost entirely from Abujmar. And a cooperative store. And private organizations like CARE, who are providing free milk to village children. In Koka Metta village, they have a tribalist Gram Sevak. He tries to interpret development plans, their rights and obligations. In spite of this, can the tribals prevent civilization from overrunning them? Can they prevent the massive impact of a commercial society, a division of labor economy? Can they prevent the commercial exploiter or the overzealous reformer?
Biril kandi tin maruroi kiung kiung jum kai payuru rindira.
The majority civilization sometimes tends to destroy their functions and their simplicity, and this is perhaps inevitable. Unfortunately for the tribals, change means loss of identity, a break from their past. When they change their religion, they find themselves on the lowest rung of the caste system. Such tribals often feel ashamed of their past. Worse, however, is the sense of loss and desperation. This is when they will look for a Messiah to take them back to their golden age. Like the bloody incidents that took place in Bastar in 1966. Else they become insecure, uncertain. Without traditional disciplines and taboos, women become prostitutes, men alcoholics. The crime rate increases. This is the funeral of a bison horn Madia woman whose husband murdered her for no apparent reason. Somewhere deep down, a wish to return to their original beliefs and superstitions. Somewhere, a fear and a guilt for having broken taboos. Can all this be changed? The fate of 29 million people. The answer probably lies in what Beria Elwin has said. We must help the tribes to come to terms with their own past, so that their present and future will not be a denial from it, but a natural evolution from it. This means that we must not impose our own ideas on them. We must not create a sense of guilt by forcing on them laws they do not understand and cannot observe. We must not make them feel ashamed of their natural ways. At present, all the emphasis is on our helping them. Let us teach them that their own culture, their own arts, are precious things we respect and need. It is only when they feel that they can make a contribution to their country will they feel a part of it.